Oh, would you just come off already? She's nice. That's better. So I'm going to be reading the first chapter of a book written by the man who created and had erected the Georgia Guidestones that are no longer there, and I'm sure in the near future there'll be some kind of Mandela effect on it, and they'll say that the Georgia Guidestones never existed because, well, that's just the way shit goes. So, that being said, I'm going to read the first chapter of a book that he wrote, and it's called Common Sense Renewed. And yes, I'm putting moisturizer on my face because I really don't give a fuck. Um, I was going to turn off the comments or the chat because I didn't really want distractions. However, I'm a firm believer in people expressing their thoughts, their opinions, their beliefs, whatnot. Um, so feel free to do that. I am only reading the first chapter today because, well, I'm not a professional reader. However, I want to read it, and I'm sure that other people would like to hear it. So there's that. I do not know how much trouble I'm going to get into, and I'm a truther, so I don't give a shit. So there's that too. Um, what else? I think that's about it. CR, shall I say, not biological. Um, it is a name that he apparently chose to go about this business. So it is so windy out there. Oh my goodness. Camper's gonna blow away. It's gonna grab onto one of my tarps and I'll be over to visit Juice in no time. This is a 420 friendly channel, ladies and gentlemen, so please feel free to partake while you listen to me pretend I can read well. I can read well. I just am not very good at reading in front of people. So there's that. So expect it not to be perfect. However, it will be understandable and totally a minute. Because that's the only place for me to be in my 4-foot camper. All right. Glasses. Tethered old cell phone. Action. All right. Scroll all the way up. Oh boy. I hope it's not that long. Common Sense Renewed. Robert Christian. He is responsible. There we go. For Georgia Guidestones. The Georgia Guidestones that were conveniently demolished and blamed on people with common sense. Common Sense Renewed. Graphic Publishing Inc. Lake Mills, Iowa. Copyright. Well, I should probably read this so I don't get into trouble. Printed by Graphic, blah, blah, blah. Copyright 1986. All rights reserved. Published 1986. Printed in the United States of America. Library of Congress. Catalog card number, blah, blah, blah. Preface. Common Sense Renewed. Georgia Guidestones. Cultural Evolution Guiding Human Reproduction. This is going to be quite the book. You can't purchase it. There were only 1 to 200 ever printed, and hi, ever printed, and they went to certain people so that this would be carried out, which currently, with everything going on, this is responsible, shall I say. Makeup free braids, yeah, that's me. All right, so hello to the two in. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, like I said earlier, Robert Christian is not this man's real name. This is that he chose so that he could do the Georgia Guidestones and write this book and not be harassed or murdered or whatever. um, uh, Publication 1986. And topics: Satanism, Illuminati, occult, skull and bones, Freemasonry, politics, and where'd it go? There it is. Preface. I should turn this sideways so I can read it better. Okay, because that helped. Oh, and I did find it that I can put on headphones and listen to it, so I'm going to do that after I read this. See, so somebody backed out already, which is fine. I completely understand. Not a lot of people are into knowing the truth, and that's fine with me. Honestly, if I could take back becoming aware of the reality of everything and be in my happy little bubble of ignorance, I probably would. I probably would. At harvest time, primitive farmers separate their grain by beating the stalks with flails on a threshing floor. They remove the loose straw, leaving a residue of grain, chaff, and dust. This mixture is purified by winnowing, tossing it into the air to permit the empty husks and useless debris to be carried away on the wind. The grain kernels fall back where they can be recovered and put to use by the community. I was privileged to be born in America at a time when our nation had achieved high levels of political liberty and material comforts for our people. I have enjoyed the benefits of our society, and I have had opportunity to observe the passing scene from a vantage point which has exposed me to human beings in all walks of life, representing a wide spectrum of political, religious, and economic views. Having reached the harvest time of my own life, I feel a duty to share with you a few thoughts gained in my brief existence as a member of the human family. Like primitive farmers, I place these ideas on the threshing floor of the blah, blah, public forum, where that which is useless or in error, the straw, if you will, can be separated by the flails of critical discussion. I am hopeful that when the residual chaff has been winnowed away, there will remain a few kernels which can be added to the store of human wisdom in a manner that will contribute to the general welfare. I have no pre I have no pretensions to authority. I am a plain citizen without scholarly stature or political experience. I present herein certain views dealing with a variety of subjects. Some of these thoughts, particularly those which relate to my private concepts of the cosmos and of our role within it, may offend certain of my readers because of seeming conflicts with their own cherished beliefs and traditions. It is not my intent to stir up controversy. Each of us is entitled to private views gained through personal experience. I do not challenge the opinion of anyone in these matters. I simply present my thoughts for those who seek to review a variety of opinions when dealing with controversial matters. Others may ignore them. I have attempted to seek truth beginning from a starting point in space and time and cultural immersion, which was determined for me by the accidents of human history. Each life is unique. We follow individual pathways to the grave. We cannot control many of the elements which determine our destinies, and Oh, that's how that's spelled. And simply do the best we can with the opportunities which come our way. I seek that degree of toleration and understanding which you would grant a family member whose philosophical views seem at first glance to be outlandish or out of step with the beliefs of others. If you cannot agree with my views, I ask only that you will base your contrary opinions on solid evidence and common sense, and that you will not permit your intelligence is capable of discovering acceptable solutions for the problems which confront us. We must work together to direct political and moral influences through channels of wisdom, not channels of brute force or ambition. Using common sense as our guide, we must unite with the entire human family in establishing a limited world government capable of settling international disputes through a system of law. Limited world government. World government. We must establish as a parallel objective the building of an enduring balance between human activities and the world of nature. This will be first steps in creating an enduring age of reason. Robert Christian. Chapter 1. Common Sense Renewed. Over 200 years ago, a perceptive Englishman, Tom Paine, arrived in America in the early stages of our struggle for independence. He came with the encouragement of Benjamin Franklin, who shared with him a desire for peaceful resolution of the frictions which had developed between the colonies and Great Britain. Paine became incensed by the autocratic aspects of British rule. He summarized his beliefs in a tract entitled Comon, solving our problems peacefully. Unfortunately, human intransigence made war inevitable. It is essential that explore avenues for rational, violent resolution. They're shutting me down. Shutting me down. Thank you for the thumb. I appreciate that. The internet's having problems. Imagine that, huh? Where was I? Let me try to do this again. I got to keep my eye on the phone just in case it does that again. These essays are addressed to open-minded citizens of all national, political, and religious persuasions who are willing to review our problems in a light of collective reason. Let us end once and for all the ultimate abomination, war. Let us stamp out political motivated terrorism and assassination. Only given to people in a manner. Holy crap. That was harsh. That was really, really harsh. Huge muscle spasms in my back. Whew, owie. Someone type hi if you're still there, because I know they keep trying to shut me down. Get my Hunger Games pin on. I'm just going to continue and see what they do. My personal religious beliefs are based imperfectly on those of Christ. Reality. I can easily live in peace with those who hold quite different views, for I recognize the uncertainty of all human knowledge and the disparity of opinion, which often marks appraisals by different individuals who view a common subject from widely separated viewpoints. Thank you. Even our most dogmatic beliefs. This is going to change me forever. For more than 60 years, I have benefited from the American political system, which was built through the labors and sufferings of our forebears. Some of my ancestors participated and of both North and South in the period of Civil War, which I don't really believe took place. I voice my views from the sense of obligation to them. And listen, YouTube, I have the right whatever the fuck I want and read whatever the fuck I want. So you should probably just leave me alone. Give me the fuck a break. Like I have a micro channel. Who the hell's really watching anyways besides my little group of people? Leave me alone! Fuck! So dumb. So dumb. You think people aren't going to find this book anyways? Yeah, they are. Because if you don't let me do it on here, I'm going to go bigger. So knock it the fuck off. That being said, where the hell was I? Questions about our role or purpose find only tentative and uncertain answers. Most of us are content to accept on faith and teachings of religious leaders. We are significant agents of supreme being. We sense an obligation to live in accordance with laws, natural laws. We discern in the world around us. We observe within our nature certain talents and a small degree of intelligence. You hear that? Out this the whole freaking chapter. Evolutionary struggle for survival live on with our physical natures. They impel us to continue and to further improve our own species. Inborn curiosity and dynamism stimulate us to explore our world, seeking out challenges and answers. Imagination and altruism inspire us to envision a future in which we will govern our animal nature and assume a guided role over all living things in accordance with our best spiritual and intellectual capacities. We're still good. We're still good. We live in a time of great peril. Humanity and the proud achievements of its infancy on earth are in grave danger. Our knowledge has outstripped wisdom. We have controlled disease, but we have not regulated our numbers. We have advanced our understanding in the natural sciences, but have not adequately controlled our baser animal instincts. We have begun to accept the rule of law, but have limited its application, permitting it to regulate the affairs of individuals and of small political divisions, while we neglect to use it in controlling major aggression. We have outlawed the use of murder and violence in resolving individual disputes, but have failed to develop procedures to peacefully settle conflicts between nations. Isn't that the truth? Meanwhile, we have made the world an atomic tinderbox. We cannot permit the present condition to continue. We must change our traditions. Devising effective political mechanisms to control and conduct of nations is not an impossible task. It should be viewed as a scientific and social challenge which demands the immediate attention of the wisest human heads in all the family of nations. The world is devoting intense effort and lavish funding to develop even more sophisticated. They're messing with my vision. Wow, I'm getting frequencied, guys. Yeah. Fuck. I better be careful. This is so crazy. The world is devoting intense effort to lavish funding, developing more sophisticated weapons, and an arms race which at this moment shows little prospect of ending in peace. We in the Soviet Union are directing vast resources and intense intellectual effort. Wow. Man. To the exploration of space. This is not intrinsically wrong, but it diverts attention from much more pressing problems. We must all rearrange our priorities to reflect a logical appraisal of the more urgent political dilemmas which confront us. Nowhere do we observe proper concern for devising political arrangements that will assure international peace in the free flow of commerce, damn, and knowledge, while preserving for each nation reasonable autonomy within its boundaries. Surely this is not an insurmountable task for our collective intelligence. There must be alternatives to war which will be acceptable to and welcomed by the mass of humanity. We must now make an organized worldwide effort to find them and to apply them to the affairs of mankind. This is the greatest challenge facing us in the atomic era. The Soviet Union and the United States are both powerful nations. Differences in political philosophy have divided the family of nations into two large camps, and these have gathered around the two major powers, sharing to some degree the views which make those powers rivals. The rivalry is rooted in the momentum of historical behavior patterns which date back to another, far different era. But those patterns, passively accepted, become chains which prevent national behavior from meeting the challenges of today. The leaders of our two countries can cast off those restraints and direct our affairs to establish new political mechanisms capable of logically resolving the friction which presently characterize our mutual relationships. Need lip shit. Oh my god. Holy fuck, dude, that back spasm messed me up. Oh, holy fuck. Yeah, this is totally my channel where I swear and smoke weed. Man, that really messed me up. Pretty intense. Mmm, and it still smarts. Oh, where was I? Characterize our mutual relationship. It is unthinkable that America and the Soviet Union could unite as political partners. Can we not assume the role of wiser and stronger elders in guiding the family of man through the present dangers into a future ruled by human reason? Is it not, is not this prospect an appealing alternative to nuclear war? Achieving that partnership is vastly more important than exploring the moon. It will be immeasurably more productive of good for humanity than all the futile, frantic preparations for war which now distract us. Human intelligence is capable of devising solutions to all of our problems: war, population control, justice under law, and the progressive improvement and perfection of our species as the shepherd of life on earth. We're still good. Right on. I recognize the differences that which separate my understanding of reality from that of religionists who interpret the Bible and other ancient documents in a literal fashion, which we have lived identical lives and reviewed the same evidence together. We would probably agree on most things, but we have come to this moment by different paths. Let us set aside our disagreements and focus our minds and ideals on the urgent task at hand: to resolve our mutual problems as citizens of a shared but troubled planet. Truth will prevail when we seek it honestly. We can discover agreement in many areas even while we mutually respect our rights to disagree. Let us challenge the citizens of the Soviet Union and other nations to join with us in seeking the common ground upon which all nations can achieve an enduring and peaceful partnership. Open and verifiable cooperation between the major powers can provide a beginning for the common age of reason. Oh, made it through chapter one. Oh my god, I can't even turn that way. My freaking back. That sucks. So yes, I guess this will be a daily thing. Chapter 2 will be tomorrow. How many chapters are there? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But I made it through chapter 1 without being permanently shut down. So yeah, I was surprised to scroll upon it, and I have got this obsession with knowledge ever since I was 38. And I just can't get enough. And when I scrolled upon this yesterday, was it? Day before yesterday? I was like, that dude wrote a book. The Georgia Guidestones dude wrote a book. So I gotta read it. So, of course, I found it, and it's not for sale anymore. If I were to find a copy, it'd probably be like hundreds of thousands of dollars to buy. So, so online it is. Professional Paranormal Research. How are you? Hope you're well and warm. So yeah, I think this is gonna be a good one, guys. I think it's gonna be a good one. And I think my back hurts like a son of a biscuit. Yours was horrible. I had a huge muscle spasm. I can still, it's still twinging. I have muscle issues because my muscles, my entire life of a lot of years, um, have been um, trying to keep my joints from becoming discombobulated. I have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. I'm not sure if anyone knows what that is. It is a genetic mutation of the connective tissue, so we come undone like scarecrow. Except for I haven't got nobody to put me back together. So my muscles have been trying to protect me, and they've done a damn good job. However, them being so tight for all these 48 flipping years, now I have, well, I've been having muscle issues for, I'll say around 10 years or maybe even longer. But they're so used to being that I get muscle spasms everywhere, literally everywhere. Intestines, around my heart, arms, legs, fingers, face, everywhere. It's fucking stupid. But I am really actually fortunate because a lot of people with Ehlers-Danlos syndrome have to use devices to keep their joints in like together. Some people have their jaws wired shut. Um, some people wake up in the morning and have to relocate everything. I don't have those problems. Thank you. Thank you. I have enough freaking problems. I don't need them. Because Ehlers-Danlos syndrome also messes with your autonomic function, which controls your blood pressure, your heart rate, your temperature, and it causes all kinds of problems, which is why I've like 2 pages of medical crap: Crohn's, um, Graves' disease, Hashimoto's, diabetes. My spine is falling apart. That sucks. But yeah, I've got like a fucking huge list of shit. And I had a huge team of doctors. And then when that first CV-19 started or whatever, I was like, yeah, you're all fired. Susan, hi. Brian, what? Where'd you come from, dude? Hey, been a while. Holy crap, man. Anybody else I missed? No, got y'all. Right on. Thanks for being here. It's freaking awesome. Let's smoke. Cheers. So yeah, you can see they're trying to shut me down already. Just reading chapter 1. Ruh-roh. Oh, there it is. And so we'll see how I get through the rest. But I'm gonna try to do it like 1 chapter a day. Um, Health permitting. Sometimes I can't really see. So yeah, this should be interesting. Yeah, it has been a damn long time. Yeah, it's freaking windy as hell. I think that the wind is gonna grab one of my tarps and just take me. I'm gonna sail away. Maybe it'll sail me down by Juice and I can say hi. That's like my thing. I want to go to Colorado and meet Juice. Juice from Can You Dig It Metal Detecting, which I highly recommend because the dude is straight fucking hilarious. And not only is he funny, he is literally the best human I fucking know. Literally the best human I know. He will help you in any way he can. He will listen. He's he's morally sound. He's smart, like street smart, the smart that matters. So yeah. Hell yeah. Do I look cold? Yeah. Last night I wasn't very warm though. I was having issues and it made me crabby. And then when the sun came out and it started to warm up, then I got a few hours of sleep. So he is, isn't he, Susan? He is. I love him. He's awesome. He's the bestest. He's my favorite human. 4 in, 2 up. That's cool. So on YouTube, the only thing I found on this book was someone that read chapter 11, and that was that. And in his comments, and I had already thought before that, like yesterday, I was like, I should just read that. I should read it online. But I saw in his comments that somebody said, could you read like all of the chapters instead of just chapter 11? And I was like, yeah, like, what the hell? And then I got back on there. I'm like, I'll do it. So here I am. Here I am. Come, come say hello. Come here. Come say hello. It's just the tarps. Come on. Neo, come here. Come here. She ain't watching. Come here. Come by mama. Want to say hi? Yeah, she's doing good. Dude, I have issues with them right now. They doubled an order, double charged me, sent me like two of everything, like, and I'm talking like jack stands and stuff. And my bill was like close to $300, and I was not happy about that. And they're not answering me. They're not replying. They're like, "Oh, one of your orders was late. You have $5 credit, but you can't order nothing under $10 without getting fucking charged." Like, no. I'm like, I'm pissed off at this point. So, yeah, I'm not spending their $5 until somebody talks to me about this big, huge mess up. Like they owe me a hell of a lot more than five motherfucking dollars. That doesn't cover the $170 that they added on to my freaking shit. I could have my thigh height when I was 250 pounds. This will fit her. It's already paid. It's already here. That doesn't surprise me. No, you haven't? Not yet? They got so much stuff, dude. Like, it's unbelievable. So now I have two freaking vacuum cleaners. We got 8 fucking jack stands. I'm like, oh my god. I didn't mind getting a double order of my little. Well, you guys are gonna laugh when I complete this task. I ordered little. They look like little Martians or something. I don't know. They glow in the dark. And some glowing stones to make a little path for them. And there's kind of a little tiny section of woods or whatever between my camper and Tony's building right here. And I'm gonna put little glow in the dark Martians and stuff in there. Hi! Dang! I'm seeing all kinds of goodies in here today. It's badass. I'm liking this. This makes me happy. 2 and 2 up. Whatever you say, YouTube. There's sound says 4. I'm getting fucked with so bad. Oh, taking a deep breath, that police spasm. Oh, holy crap, dude. Oh, I don't know how I'm gonna fix that. That hurts. Damn. True. Yep, tomorrow I'll be back. What time was I on? What time did I start? Oh, I'll figure that out later, but I'll try to do right around the same time for the next chapter and the following chapters, and I don't know how many chapters there are. I could look. I'm tethered to an old phone, so I could so I could read it and live stream at the same time. Yeah, I boycott them because they refused to sell me an airsoft handgun. And I thought it was fucking ridiculous, so I just went over their heads to the company that made it, and I ordered just straight from them. However, that airsoft has never ever seen a fucking cartridge or pellet since I got it 3 years ago or more. 3 years ago. So I should probably do that now that Wisconsin just got its first couple busloads of new humans. Because apparently the violence among them is something I'm gonna try to keep an open mind because that's what I do. But I should also try to keep a self-protect situation in my mind, like always to be cautious and to be ready and prepared just in case something should flip off the chart. Yeah, Amazon sucks. Right on, that's cool. Thank you. So, yeah, just a few days ago we got our first two bus loads. And they are at, what did my mom say? Uh, extended stay, a hotel right over here. I didn't realize, I didn't think about how close it was to me. It's within a mile. It's just weird. I don't understand. And then I spied some violence that was going on. And so I just kind of looked into that situation, and there's a lot of violence happening with this import of new hand and foot things. Um, I don't understand. Anyways, why would anyone want to come here? What's so fucking great about here? I kind of think I want to leave. From Quick Trip gas station. Why? I just started vaping because I just quit smoking what less than 2 months ago. But I get juice. I love juice, but I get Juice Head vapes, which where is my vape? Huh? I lost my vape. I have a vape here though that I got from Marley's. It's not legal here. 0.03% THC. It's gonna get me far. I wanted something vape. Sometimes they take 2 weeks to get here. Yeah, why would you order when you can just walk down the street and buy one? Probably for the same price. Well, my vapes are the 5,000 puff, and it's 18 something for one of my vapes. They're called Juice Head. Right now I have peach pear, and I think I have a malfunctioning one that I just purchased, and it is watermelon, kiwi watermelon. Yeah, I think so. Right on, right on. I quit because I had a heart attack, so it was kind of a no-brainer. How'd you save a lot? How much money did you save? Yeah, this is like not a nicotine vape. It's a 0.03% THC vape, and you can taste it. So that's kind of nice. I can't remember what freaking strain it is though. Kind of like the little green ringer on the bottom. So hopefully tomorrow will be a little bit easier as far as reading the second chapter. And they won't mess with me in the face, and then I yell at them. Like that's effective, right? Oh yeah, of course. That's with anything. Screw that shit. No, that's all nonsense to me. I shouldn't even have my card online, honestly. Dude, I can't believe how little bit of hair I have now. It's so weird. What tiny my little braids are. I used to have such thick. My hair was down to my butt, naturally curly, like not tight curls, just like I don't know, heavy wave. $130 flipping dollars. What are you freaking nuts? And you saved 40? Get out of here with all that. I hope that got you like a year's worth of vapes, dude. What? Susan, where are you again? Because I'm going to come kick your butt. I know you're somewhere in the state, damn it. 130 flipping. What the flip? That's knuckin' futz. If you want to save money, sponsor them or something. And maybe they'll like just give you free vapes if you sponsor them. Where's my freaking regular vape? Michigan is only like an hour away from me. So if I really want something more than 0.03%, I can just go get it. Yeah. You only saved $40. You should have said, what? Wait a minute. Should have saved more than that. Like a lot more than that. You happy, kitty? 4 into it. What kind of element? Should I do that with my son? Your son can't. Mom, you're supposed to enable and support things like that. Find somewhere else to help your son. But I suppose if he quit smoking cigarettes because he was a smoker, then well, I guess then I guess because it is better than all the crap in cigarettes. But still, it's a luxury that he should afford himself. Of course you do. He's your son. If you didn't, that would be weird, and we would have to question your morals. I love you. You're so funny. Yeah, mine's on a base in Georgia, doing the military thing. I so kindly ill told him, well, asked him, no, how can I say this? I didn't ask him not to. I informed him of its actual nature and let him make his own decisions because he's got his own brain. However, I didn't let him go without letting him know what I know. And he chose to go. So if I lose him, it was at his choice to defend a country that doesn't need defending because that's not what war is all about. Greed, money, drugs, you know, traditions that aren't of the elite nature should know about. So It's funny. In Wisconsin, before you get to Michigan, there's signs. Ouch. There are big billboards for the dispensaries. So I can just really honestly, if I ever got into trouble, be like, y'all told me to do it. You told me to go there. Billboards right on 41, right on the way there in our state where it's not legal. It's legal in one county. How can they do that to us? How? One county in Madison County. I'm like, how fair is that? That is not fair. The Goodwill bins, the Goodwill outlet store. And it was huge. And it was in one of the bins, and there was no dents, no holes. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. I couldn't leave it there. Why would I do such a thing? It would get ruined. So I bought it. It is really windy too, which pretty much doesn't affect frequencies. In my brain, it wouldn't. Like common sense says it wouldn't, because they're frequencies. I did find out that water disrupts frequencies. That's really cool info. Really cool info. Am I still ring? Ooh, everything just dimmed. Oh, no, it's bright again. Okay. Hmm. Very interesting. One in, two up. All right, I'm gonna shut her down. Apparently, we are not having a good reception day. Probably because of me. But I'm gonna go. If I am not on later, I will be on tomorrow. So with chapter 2 of Robert Christian's book. Oh, I love yous.